push the intro?
I already hit the...
You bastard.
I hit record already. Alright,
We are live.
Alright, Dick, you're at the front screen.
We are live, everybody.
Alright, so we can barely see you though.
That's okay.
Alright, cool. Alright,
It's the first time.
Alright, so
What's up, everybody?
what's up, everybody? This is Razzo and
Your boy Stacks.
with the Grindstone Collective
Yes, sir.
podcast. Today, what is that noise? Oh, it's this. I forgot to put it on. So anyways, we're doing a Q&A again on Insta Live.
Insta live.
So we're going to get some questions, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some questions. So if you guys could do us a favor, there's a little question, like a little box next to the comment section. Hit that, and then you can ask a question. That way we can see your questions, and we can answer them. So,
Except the people that are listening a day late.
yeah, if you're listening a day late, I don't know, we should do this a little bit more often and put it up a little bit, like maybe a day before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up? How's your week? We've been gone for 2 weeks, right?
Labor Day weekend, dude.
What'd you do for Labor Day?
Labor Day, I cooked some
Yeah, you think you're
pork butt.
You think you're all Roy Choi now, huh?
I mean, I'm inspired.
So pork butt?
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Pork
eats-
shoulder?
Who eats pork butt?
It's not the actual butt of the pig.
Well, what is it then?
It's the shoulder.
Okay, so
pork
then why
shoulder,
they-
so they call it pork butt. I don't know why they call it that.
That's kind of weird.
But yeah, so I bought a book from Roy Choi, and I got the recipe for the movie. In the movie Chef,
Yeah.
they make cubanos,
Yeah.
and so I got the recipe for that. And so yesterday
Where are they at though?
you didn't want any. I offered you some.
Where's the plancha at?
It's in the kitchen that you denied.
We get the plancha right here, dude. What's up with that?
So we made those yesterday, and they came out really, really good. And then I made a second pork butt, and we ate that today. We shredded it.
Fucking pork butt.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we did for Labor Day. It was super chill. We were in Alhambra at my buddy's new house, so that was fun. It was cool.
You made it there?
I cooked everything here, and then I took it over there.
And you made some carnitas tonight or today, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you did that when you cut hair and stuff. get that into it. So anybody have any questions? I know there's only a few of you guys on here. Labor Day, I didn't think I did anything.
You were too hungover from Saturday.
I went to the USC game. I'm not a USC fan, first of all. I'm a UCLA fan. And I went with all my family, so it was pretty dope. Yeah, my extended family, it was against Fresno, and I have a cousin that lives out there. So him and the whole community of Fresno, 4 people came out and supported and hung out, and it was cool. I got kind of toasted. We went, what is it? Tailgating and stuff, and that little spot that we were at, they had a taco lady. And they
You had to pay to get into the spot?
No.
Because I know that like at some tailgates they'll have there's like a boosters club or something, and they block off like a certain part at
No,
at
not there.
tailgates.
Not there. Not for that one. Because everyone pays for their spots or whatever. it is.
Yeah.
And then the game was good. USC won out of I don't know. It was a good game. But their what is it? Their starting quarterback tore their MCL, and he busted a Zach. He tore his meniscus.
That's messed up, dude.
Yeah,
It's getting better. It looked like you were a USC fan.
Nah, man.
Either that or a Target employee.
No, the shirt is salmon.
It was not salmon, dude. I looked. Pull up your picture right now.
I will.
Roy, pull up the picture. It's the picture
salmon.
of you. No,
it's a salmon.
It's red,
shirt.
bro.
No, that's not
Target red.
No, it's not.
Yeah. How many people asked if you worked at Target?
Nobody. Only you. Someone else. Who? No. Someone else.
There was a bunch of people, dude.
Yeah, I think it was Adrian too. I'm not gonna be an ass. I'm not gonna be a jerk. I don't think I posted a picture from it.
I screenshotted it, so it's on my phone right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did. No,
You had to wear the color though.
But I'm not gonna be a jerk. I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna be that guy that goes to a USC game and his UCLA stuff.
Why not?
Because I'm not gonna be that guy.
I'm that guy.
Yeah, you are.
I'd go anywhere. If it's Angel Stadium, I'll wear my Dodgers stuff, even if they're not playing the Dodgers.
Why would you go to an Angel game if they're not playing the Dodgers? That's the question itself.
I've only been to one Angel game in my life.
And that was?
And that was to see Derek Jeter on his farewell
But
tour.
you're a Yankees fan.
Well, I'm a Derek Jeter fan.
No, you're a Yankees fan.
I'm not like a Yankees fan.
You have a Yankees hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Derek Jeter.
It doesn't say Derek Jeter on
it
there.
It does
though.
on the inside.
No, it doesn't.
He signed it.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
It is
he
not
signed it.
fucking
It says the
signed.
captain on it.
What the fuck?
It says the captain on it.
It does not.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, so that was this weekend. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't even remember what I did last weekend.
Oh, you went to back to school. That's why we didn't record.
Oh, that's right. I went to my son's back to school night.
How was that? What's that like? What do I have to look forward to?
Fuck. Well, it was just kind of just to get used to or know the teacher. It wasn't nothing too crazy. My daughter, Jaden, had her before the teacher that he has now. Oh. She's really cool and she's really nice. So
she sort of knew your family then.
Yeah. So she knows. The only thing is that because my son, he's everywhere. Mm-hmm. And where he sits, I guess there's like an air conditioner, but it rattles a lot. So he's sitting right under it. So I know for a fact he's not paying attention. So my wife is the one that's like, hey, if Josh was sitting back here, he's not going to be able to hear and he's not going to pay attention or anything like that. So yeah. Hold on. I heard real UCLA fans burn if you rock USC
Is that Fern?
colors. Yeah. Fake Dodger. Yeah. What up? Everybody. Well, there's a few people that are asking, but I don't know. Fern, that's not a question, my G. That's I heard real UCLA. You know what? I'm not really going to take that from an Angels fan.
Well, he's not even a fan of anything at all.
No.
He's just I go wherever there's beer. Whatever stadium has beer, I'm gonna go to.
And sometimes it's not even a stadium; it's California Adventure. So yeah, I don't want to look at a beer in the next couple weeks. Yeah, that was cool. What did you? I don't know what we did.
I think that was it. That was.
Well, anyways,
yeah.
Let's talk about our guest speaker. We got some good new hats.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Vince.
Got the Gray Matter hats.
Yeah.
Look at you wearing that one. You stole that one from me.
I didn't. You handed me the stack of hats.
Okay, if I hand you a stack of hats to tell you hold on to these, that does not mean you get to pick what you want.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
it means
it does.
Hold on to them.
You said here, hold on to these. We're gonna give them out, and I said, well, I'm taking this one. They can have the rest.
No,
you got a free bag, bro. I don't know what you're complaining about.
What are you talking about?
I got nothing. I got a hat.
Well, thanks to by appointment only.
Yeah.
They made a new light, the General Light, I believe it's called, and then they made the General V2, which is a little bit smaller than the first General.
Where's it at? You got
It's back there.
Put it up.
I can't,
give them a shout out.
I can't move too much.
Put it up.
Hold on. What do you mean? Hold on. Well, we'll put it up in a bit. Well, it's over there.
It's right to your left.
To my left. Here we go. I have everything in here.
Tell us why you're so sore today. What is it?
I worked out.
No.
It's called working out.
So this right here, this is the by appointment only light version.
And it has a knuckle cutters sticker right in the front.
Shout out to knuckle cutters.
You know what I'm saying?
All three of them.
Yeah. So this is a little bit smaller. It holds 3 machines. I have the other one that has the 4 machines, which is the General.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna use this one is more for my everyday, and then the General when I travel or do whatever I can, or if I travel, hopefully. But yeah, I like it.
Tour.
It's nice. It carries everything. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but you guys can follow them on by appointment only, or
we'll tag them.
I'm sure all of you guys already follow Vince, so he puts them up there.
Yeah, that's if you're a barber, or even I think even like Cosmos can use that bag as well. But barbers, like that's if you travel from place to place or from home to school or to your shop or whatever, and you take your tools, like that's a great investment because it carries everything. Mm-hmm. And it's, super
convenient.
Yeah, convenient.
Very convenient. And shout out to Anthony, who was an old student of the schools.
Yeah.
He went in there and did a demo, and he killed it. He rocked it and made sure that everybody just understood what going to school and what, take advantage of school when you're there. And those 1,500 hours mean everything.
Yeah.
It meant everything to him, and he was just practicing. And
he's really good too.
And you can order those through the by appointment only Instagram, but also you can order them on the Clipper Depot. So if you guys don't follow the Clipper Depot, give them a follow. Yep. And if you order that, go ahead and put that Razo 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, and get that that little discount. But yeah, I really love that bag. Everyone always thinks it's the other one felt bulkier.
Yeah.
But you like this one, huh?
Yeah, that one fits nice. I feel like I was telling Fern today. I said, dude, like the big one, I feel like you can get carried away and just throw too much in there,
I did.
and it becomes super heavy. Whereas the smaller one, like it only limits to what you're really gonna need and use for whatever you're doing. And that's why I like it, because if I have room for something, like if I have too much room, I'm just gonna clutter it.
Oh, I did that. Especially that top pocket. I just throw everything in that top pocket, and you know it gets very heavy. So when you're in the airplane and you're trying to lug it around, it kind of hurts. But Ghost the Barber says he loves his.
Who?
El Ghost, the nurse.
My boy from Boise.
From Boise. Yeah, so again, big shout out to them. Again, going through by appointment point. Damn, I can't even say it right now. By appointment only.
Yeah.
And the Clipper Depot.
Yeah, the Vince, this is the first time I've ever met Vince the Barber. Dude, he's so freaking like humble and like just so chill.
Yeah, man.
He doesn't give you that demeanor like he's a hot shot and he does all this stuff. Like he's just, you know,
yeah,
he's
he was
very
just
personable, and just like all the students are able to talk to him, ask him questions, get some insight. And it's cool because he took his team. So he took Siraj, who is his business partner. He took Brian, who's his partner for by appointment only. And so it was able to give some of our students the chance to talk over some business aspects of maybe stuff that they might want to do later on in their career. But yeah, they're a stellar team. That's a gray matter in LA. And super cool.
Yeah, I appreciate them coming out. And I think one of the cool takeaways from that was the Saturday thing that they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
How they're giving back to a lot of the students, and they offered it to our students to where you can go in on Saturdays at 8 in the morning, and they do kind of like a little Q&A. They do a demo and all that, and show them how to cut hair and whatnot. I haven't talked to the students. I don't know if you've talked to them.
Three of them went on Saturday, this past Saturday.
And I don't know. I saw videos and I saw pictures and stuff, and it looked dope. But like I said, it's dope to see them give back, and not only being able to cut hair, but like what Siraj was saying, like the business aspect, how to save your money, how to invest, and all that stuff. And you know, I'm probably gonna go take that class.
Yeah,
because I suck at that.
Yeah, that was one of the things that he had talked about was the like a lot of barbers. Then they get out of school, they get into like getting that like barber money. Like you know, we always say like, oh, I got barber money. It's like how to handle your cash, how to like file your taxes, how to do all, you know, everything that comes with finances in this industry. It's, you know, they're going to have classes to help you with all that, and which is super cool because, you know, coming out of school, going into the shop, I really didn't know or understand how to do anything that had to do with like, with the cash only aspect or whatnot. So, yeah, it was cool. I think I told him I want to go to that one specifically, the finances.
Yeah, I think it was cool. Like you said, I think one of the main reasons that they're bringing it up is, again, we're cash only. We don't, you know, insurance and all that stuff. It doesn't really come with what we have. Because I hit a request on that thing. See if it goes on. Maybe I can do both. Would it show both?
It be in the video?
Yeah, nah, I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
Either way, and like I think one of the instances that I brought up was like, you know, I know a couple cats that are very famous on Instagram. They have thousands, maybe even millions of followers, and you know they get hurt, bicycle accident, or you know they fall, break an ankle or whatever, and they're out. You know, they're out for a week, they're out for 2 weeks, and they're out here, you know, making GoFundMe accounts and stuff. And you know, it's that to each their own. But I just think that being able to, you know, understand that shit happens. You might get hurt. So how are you going to deal with that? Because, you know, you break your back or some shit like that, you're done, right? So it's just understanding that. So I think that business aspect of what they're talking about makes a big deal. And it's really cool for them to bring it to students before they graduate. That way they already have that information when they graduate. So, yeah. So, again, big shout out to them, making sure that, you know.
That's like the real education right there, you know.
Yeah, they loved it. I think that sparked a fire in the students, not only the students, but even you and a couple of the people that were in the room. And I think that's what kind of counts. I don't think, you know, like I said, what we were talking about is yeah, Instagram is a nice platform. It's a dope, people can interact from coast to coast, however, but it's always good to have like a presence like Vince or anybody from Gray Matter, because we had D-Dub in here as well. And those guys just kind of give you that value of how they talk and how they present themselves. And it makes me want to go work with them and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, it motivates me to do more. And I think that's kind of what counts, right?
Yeah,
Especially,
it does.
Yeah.
That goes a long way. I do have to, if Daniel Winner, if you're listening to this episode, I talked to Vince. We're cutting shorts out of the dress code. You're no longer going to be able to wear shorts at Gray Matter when you come up on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday. No more shorts, my guy.
No? You talked to him?
Yeah, I told Vince. I said, hey, what's up with Daniel wearing shorts? He just laughed.
And that was it?
Yeah.
So you just ratted on the homie?
I told him, I said, what's up with your boy? Well, because, they talked about, like, barbers being sloppy. So barbers that, like, will come in, like, basketball shorts and, like, I said, well, what about Daniel? That he wears shorts?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about basketball shorts and sweats.
It's not it's very unprofessional.
Yeah, so that's a different story. The perception of when someone walks in, like, let's say you're going into a spot that they're charging $50-$60 and cat's wearing, Laker shorts and, a tank top. I'm walking my ass out, That's just a perception part. Now, if I already know or heard or, there's good things said about this barber, then to me it's just going to be like, well, all right, cool. I'm going to sit down and get a haircut, so it kind of devalues that. But I don't know, shorts. I'm wearing shorts right now. I'll wear shorts any day. I'll cut hair in shorts. I just can't go to work in shorts.
Yeah, exactly. Why can't you go to work in shorts?
Because it's not professional.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that's
Point proven.
But that's why I became a barber. To do what I want.
I thought you wanted the barber to go on tour.
So I can do what I want. I don't want to go on tour.
Bro, you're always on tour.
No. Anyways, anybody have any questions? Any questions thus far?
Everyone's chill.
I know. We don't have that many people
watching.
On here. So what else? What else have we going on? So the beer. What is this? Did we talk about this? Aaron.
No.
Shout out to Big Aaron.
Aaron and Tanya. This is Moonraker.
Moonraker Brewery. Yeah, I did my fantasy football picks with them on. Was it Monday or was it? Oh, it was Sunday. It was like at 3:00, and then we did ours on for
Friday.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna whoop some ass. Ghost. Yeah. I don't know if Ghost, you're still on here. You're going down. I got you first week.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how that's gonna work. I got some pretty good some picks. What is that? You're gonna taste it? I'll taste it too.
Yeah. So this is called the Y33 IPA from Moonrake.
Moon. All right, let's try it.
Let's see what it's about.
All right, no toast, no nothing, right? No, you already drank it. What is your opinion on the Andis Corliss Master?
Your opinion?
Yeah,
go for it.
It's right there. What up, Jair? I love them. The first time I tried them, they were a little bit loud, but I think now with the second round that they gave us or that they gave me, they're really good. It still has that sound, but obviously it's a metal casing, right? But it's not as loud. It's very tolerable during the ear or putting it by the ear and whatnot. But the power is still there. I love the power. The blade's the same thing. The best part of it, it's very light. Mm-hmm. So I love that part. I never thought I'd go cordless, to be quite honest with you. I always thought, because Masters, I always thought, like, man, they're never going to make a Masters that is cordless. But now that they made it, I guess I'm going cordless.
That's true, yeah. You had the Envy. That was
I tried the Envy.
Yeah.
I like the Envy. It's cool. I like it with the fade blade.
Mm-hmm.
I used that, but it's just different. Like, if you're holding a cord and then you're holding something not corded.
Yeah.
Because even using the slim lines,
mm-hmm.
which I'm going to have to get back to because I miss them. It took me a while to get used to them. And then I went back to the regular T-liners that came out cordless, and I had to get used to the body again.
Mm.
So, but either way, I don't use them too crazy. I just use them to either bald out or add a couple lines, but I don't do crazy stuff.
I like the cordless CL liner. I love them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you fixed mine, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you said you zero gapped them for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dropped them the other day, too. I'm not going to lie. They landed kind of flat, so it didn't really do too much damage. It didn't do any damage, but how do you feel when you drop your machines? Have you dropped the machine?
No.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you haven't been doing it that long. That's why probably.
I'm very careful with my stuff. I don't like banging my stuff up, so I try and do my best to keep it.
No, me either. It's not like I'm out here just.
I know, but like I'm
around.
very like when I got into the shop, the old owner, hey Roy, hit close. When I was at the shop, the owner, he would tell me, he's like, wrap the clipper at least once around your wrist, so that way if it falls, your wrist will catch it. And so I thought, oh, that's kind of weird, like wrapping it, but I would do it, and I was cutting hair, and like somehow like it slipped out of my hand, or I was going over to like switch to like do clipper over comb. And like it fell, but luckily like it was wrapped, dude. So it like stopped, and I was able to catch it before it hit the ground.
So what you're telling me is you hold your machine like a piñata, like you know how when you're holding the rope for the piñata, you have to put it around your. Is that what you do?
No, I'm all cordless now.
Oh yeah.
So
now you are.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I love the outliners. I've used those your masters. They're cool. I haven't used masters in like 2 years.
Yeah, because that's for grown folks. You don't know how to use that yet. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
You're still with Wall, so
Here we
go ahead
go.
and keep doing that. Yeah, actually, you went into Babelous, didn't you?
No,
Yeah, you did. I saw you with
one time.
with the pink joints.
Pink. I got pink. No, Fern let me borrow his gold ones.
Did he get new ones, or those are the ones that he had?
Those ones Josh gave him.
Yeah. I've tried. I mean, I don't know. I'm just used to.
I don't like the Maglite, dude. The Maglite.
You don't like you don't like holding in like a fierro or what?
Oh my gosh.
How do you hold them? Let me see.
How do I hold what? I don't hold the Babelous clippers.
Let me see how you
don't
would
hold them.
How would you hold it?
I don't. I leave them on the counter. That's it. I don't mess with those. I don't touch them.
I think Babelous came out with 3 new colors?
Oh yeah.
Black, white, and
Red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So each of them were for different artists, right? One was Sophie,
Stay Gold,
Rob, and then the other one,
Hawk, or whatever.
So yeah, any guys, if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and ask them. We're gonna keep ranting here. So I think one of the conversations that we were having the other day was about people posting. Once they get a certain amount of followers, they stop posting haircuts and they start posting themselves.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, because if your Instagram is like something the Barber, but all your posts are like selfies or like you're trying to be like a fashion guru or whatever,
Guru, yeah.
Then it's sort of like a waste, And then so what I've seen, there's a couple of Instagrams that I've seen, and it was like not selfies, but like pictures of them in front of cars or whatever, and then it would be like a picture of a flyer for like an education class that they're doing, and then it goes back to the yeah. And so for me, if I've never heard of that person and like they pop up, like if I'm on the Explore page and I see so and so the Barber education class and wherever and blah blah blah, so I'll click on it. I'll click on the page to see who it is. And if all I see is like pictures of them like posed and not really like haircuts, it's sort of like.
So do you think? So what I'm trying to say is that do you think that barbers are going away from showing the craft and becoming and becoming influencers?
Yeah.
So now that's what it is.
Yeah, it's becoming influencer. ESPN has the body issue, right? It's all the athletes. These fools are butt naked.
Never seen it,
bro. It's called the body issue.
You're a little too happy, but
I'm not happy about it. I'm just saying.
Okay, I get it.
So I guarantee at some point we're gonna see that in like this industry. Like behind the chair is gonna do like a body issue.
Oh shit!
And it's gonna be like people in like an apron, butt naked, with like their clipper or something stupid like that. I can see that happening. Like that's how much of a culture vulture some of these barbers are.
For other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Through different mediums and whatnot. But
like a barber's gonna see them like, oh, I'm a be one of those like Brazilian or Puerto Rican barbers that's like that puts the scooter on people's heads, to show the strength of the.
You know what? I've been noticing a lot more of these guys. They. It's like they're in their they're in the picture of the haircut, so they don't just let the haircut be itself. They're right there, like it's like Here's the hair. Here's the,
the
hair,
taco neck, bro.
Yeah, here's the hair. Here's the haircut. Dope ass haircut, and they're like right next to it, just like holding on to. Like I mean, I get it. Cool.
Like that one
saying I get it, but I don't.
That video that you sent me, and the dude was like, I see. Like he's just like moving his head around, like what? Like just stop.
Oh, the faper.
Yeah.
He had a fade on the side and a taper in the back.
Yeah. Oh,
that was horrible, and he has a lot of followers. So I always look at it, and again, going back to the conversations that we had with other people is, sometimes you get these guys that are thousands of followers or whatever, and they're assholes in real life, or you get these guys that just post certain things so that they can get the clicks or they can get the follows. And I guess that's kind of where, just like how on YouTube and all that, like how when people post, like they'll post a video of something that like happened, but it's not even what it is. It's like clickbait.
Yeah,
that's kind of what necessarily I feel like that's happening. And
I got clickbait so many times this past week.
Yeah. What were you watching?
So there's a new member in Slipknot.
I hope this was on YouTube.
It was on YouTube. There's a new member in Slipknot. They call him Tortilla Man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was just like Tortilla Man. They found out who his identity is, and so I was like, oh, cool. And then it was from like a respectable like YouTube. They have like millions of followers or subscribers, and then I go and it's like, and then they cut to like the reveal of it, and it's like Gilbert Gottfried. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I got so excited. I saw the notification. I was like, oh, let's see who this is. Like, there's so much fuss about this guy that I got excited.
Why are you listening to Slipknot?
It's heavy, bro.
I thought you listened to hardcore.
I do. I listen to it all.
The same shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I never really got into them.
I know.
Yeah.
You're soft. It's that Almani in you.
No, my G.
Yeah.
You see how I responded that right back to? No, I again, I always again.
Hey, you're that cholo back in the day that was hey, you're a rocker, huh, fool?
Nah, dick. You're a rocker.
You're a rocker.
I was the rocker.
Nah.
Don't be a hater. Speaking of that, this weekend when I was at that USC tailgate, just to kind of step away from our conversation, was how many I met the guy that was doing the tailgating part, right? Mm-hmm. And then the dude comes up to me and he's kind of, I guess he's from like the hood, or he grew up somewhere, right? In the hood, I guess. And he comes up to me, he's like, hey, what's up? I met him, I introduced myself, and he's like, hey, are you a musician or what? I looked at him, I was like, no. He's like, oh, you look like a musician. I was like, the fuck? I was like, all right, cool. No, I cut hair. And he's like, oh, all right. But you still look like a musician. I was like, dude, this is like but a lot of people always say that. And I think that goes back into what the industry, like you're saying, is like how they see themselves and how they post themselves, I guess, like how they're like rock stars.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where that comes from, because I've gotten it before, but I've just shrugged it off. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm not in a band. Fun fact.
You were in a band.
I was in a band.
You were in a ska band?
No, not a ska band. It was me, my buddy Abe, Israel, and I was the lead singer.
That's what kind of music?
Fact. That was a fun
What kind of
fact.
music did you guys play?
It was like not heavy metal, but it was like something around that.
You guys were like the early Mana, huh?
I had my.
You guys were doing Selena covers.
I wish we probably would have came out better or something. Anyways, that was a fun fact. But either way, I got asked that, and it was
it's a bustier. You're rocking a bustier in Almani.
Hey, that's how rumors get started, my guy. Either way, but yeah, I think that goes back into like what you were saying about what people are posting is that they think they're whether they think they're rock stars or whatever. It's cool, but like you said, they're selling education. They're selling their brand, and I think, like you said, if they're going to do classes or whatever, then show what's going to be in that class. Yeah. Show what's going to make the difference between them going to your class and going to somewhere else. Yeah. And then you click on it, and it's just pictures of themselves, or themselves, yelling at the top of their lungs that, this is their class, hey, everybody's here. Like, it's just more so for people can post it, not necessarily so that they can use it for every day. Because again, like you said, like how many times are these guys going to be cutting, these weird ass haircuts when a client just gets your regular number 2 with the taper and trim on top? Yeah. Depending on demographic, because the demographic can also be that. What I posted yesterday was the 8 on top and the taper. I used to hate those. Definitely used to hate. And then people come in with like a 4. give me a 4 on top and a taper, right? So when is Fern going to be on the podcast? That's a good
Never.
question. How
We're
about
not
you-
close enough.
Yeah, he's again.
We can't afford him. He's like his buddy Tim. We got to charge for everything that we do.
I hope Fern's on here.
I
But
hope he is.
yeah, we're trying to get him on here. It's just
Yeah.
depending. That guy's a busy guy, and he's always doing his thing.
He's always on tour.
Yeah, he's the one on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But all right.
shut your ass up. In other words,
Yeah, dude. I saw a video on YouTube, and it was like one of those like, I don't know if it was like a hair convention or something, but it was this dude, and he looked like he was in Motley Crue, but he does hair.
is it Mikey T's?
Was that him? And he was like walking through the back.
I don't know.
No, it was somebody, dude. And they were like walking through the back of the arena with like a film crew, and they were acting like they were like big rock stars about to take the stage at whatever
Yeah.
convention center they were at. I was like, what is this? Like, is it like Hair God Zito or something like that? I think one of them wrestles now, like trying to be in.
Oh, that's that one dude, Mikey.
Is it Mikey T's?
No, Mikey E. It's like Mikey. He spells it Mikey, Mikee, E and a Y.
Oh. Yeah, so it was one of those. It was Hair God Zito or someone, and they were just like walking in the back with like their posse and just like they're about to take the stage, and
And they
I was
just
like,
went up there and cut hair. I mean, I think being up on stage, it is a good feeling. You do feel like you're on top of the clouds or top of the world or whatever. But I think when it becomes a point where they focus on themselves more on what they're teaching or how cool they are and what they're doing, I think that's kind of where it steps away from what they're doing, because it's like a humble brag. Like you see these guys saying like, oh, they do this and they do that. Or they help this and they help that. But you got to remember, like, just how we talk about is if you're doing that shit, you don't need to say what you're doing. You don't need to be posting what you're doing or saying, because it doesn't matter to anyone else. You're already going to do it. And I think
it's like the people during the holiday season that, like, they post themselves giving food to the homeless or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, dude, just do it. Like, you don't need the recognition. Just do it because this, you're passionate about helping people. So just,
And that happens with barbers too. And they're
Yeah.
walking around, they try to give, a transient, that's the nicest word to say is, and, they want to give them a haircut. It's like, dope, give them a haircut, but just give them a damn haircut. You don't need to post it, or you can, whatever your brand is. I get it, but.
Do you think people use that as a way to build their brand?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think they just use that. I mean, maybe they think that's the need at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know if there's anybody on here. What advice would you give a new barber coming into the industry? Advice.
Listen to episodes 1 through this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
What not to do.
I would always say just advice is just keep going and don't let anyone else tell you like exactly how to cut. Or I don't want to say that, because you're obviously going to learn from someone, but just adapt to the temperature where you're in. Shit's gonna happen. There's gonna be days where you're gonna make a lot of money. There's gonna be days where you make no money. Just keep going. It's gonna work. I think that's kind of my own thing. And also just network and talk to people.
Yeah.
And when I say network, I get Instagram is a big platform for that. Oh shit. I don't know what that was.
You're gonna throw up.
I know. I think it's a big platform, but nothing beats the word of mouth or being able to talk to someone in person. Because I think we live in an age right now where everything is through the phone and nobody knows how to interact with anyone anymore. So it's like being able to go to, whether you go out or you go to a bar or whatever, and being able to, talk to these people or other barbers. Don't be afraid to learn from other barbers.
Yeah.
I that's kind of where I'm at with that. What about you?
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
Just when you get out of, if you're beginning, just hit the floor running. Just don't be afraid to cut hair. Like, cut the damn hair. Like, it's just hair. It's gonna grow back.
Especially in barber school.
In barber school, yeah. Don't be afraid to cut hair. Don't be afraid of messing up. If you mess up, it's cool. Don't worry about it. You just try and fix it, and don't stress too much about it. Don't be afraid to cut like different haircuts. I know when I was starting out, like, someone came into the shop and was like wanting like a faux hawk or something, and I was like so nervous on like cutting it, because I was like, I've never, like, in barber school I didn't learn how to cut that. And not so much I didn't learn, it's just I didn't take the time to like try and figure it out. And so like if you're in barber school and you're starting out now, like if you're in school, try out different haircuts. Like you can go onto the internet and just find different haircuts. I would say like one thing that's smart to do is to like go through the different generations of haircuts and learn those, because those are some of like the building blocks of how we get to the styles that we have now.
Yeah, because it all started from that.
Short hair to longer hair to, perming and all that stuff. Like, don't be afraid to like dabble into those eras, because history repeats itself. So when the hippies came and with their long hair, the Beatles came with their long hair, barbers,
they didn't want to do them.
They don't want to do them. So that's where the barber sort of went down, and it just became something that military guys went to the barber, whatever. But learn those haircuts so that way, if that happens again, which if history repeats itself, then
we'll be able to do it.
You'll be able to do it. And so just learn. Be open to learning.
When you're not cutting hair, keep cutting hair. If you have doll heads or anything like that.
Doll heads. Invest in your craft. So take the time to like, get clippers that you feel comfortable with, whatever brand they are. If you feel comfortable cutting with a certain brand, then that's cool. Just be open, be willing to just learn.
Yeah, I agree. I think
don't be a douche in the industry.
That's the main thing.
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
I wanted to use harsher words, but I can't.
Why not?
Can't, bro.
Why not? I'm gonna get you to cuss.
I'm keeping my streak alive.
I'm gonna get you
8
to
episodes
cuss.
in.
I'm gonna get you to cuss one day. I think that's true. I mean, just learning, keep focus on yourself. Don't focus on what anyone else is doing. And I always say, if there's something or someone that is out there on Instagram or wherever they're at, talk to them. Like someone like Vince or someone like Carlos Sugar Skulls or Dub or anything, or any of these guys that are very well known. Don't be afraid to message them, because most of them are cool guys. They'll talk to you, or we're human. I'm saying we're human, like I'm fucking part of that. Like they're human, and I've talked to them plenty of times, and they always try to just help. And I think that's kind of one of the coolest things about, the circle that I try to keep myself around, because the circle that I keep myself around is going to ultimately make me who I am, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So it's keeping that circle around, making sure I have that positivity as much as possible. If there's any negativity, step away. Or just be mindful, I think. And I mean,
use all the negativity that's coming your way as like fuel to keep going. Like don't be like, if you're like, I tell people this, that like our industry is not like an easy industry, and you can't be soft. Like I was telling Freddie that this industry, like, you can't have any insecurities, and if you do, like, you're gonna get exposed, and then it's gonna help build you to like not be insecure about certain things. But like, that's being around this guy, and like you can't be you can't be insecure, because this guy's gonna
who's this guy?
You, Freddie.
What do you mean? I don't do any of that.
Freddie makes a lot of jokes, and if you can't handle his jokes, then you got, get something else.
Well,
so just don't be, don't, like, if you have insecurities, that's cool. Just figure it out.
I think that's just
you can't be too soft.
Yeah, but I think that goes back into being able to talk to someone, or being able to I would say not only being able to talk to someone, but be able to take that joke and understand that if you're in that room, or if you're in that...
Yeah, you have to sort of differentiate who's being, like, trying to be funny and who's, like, being... Yeah.
Oh, you almost said it.
No.
Yeah, you did.
I caught myself.
Yeah. So we're doing the live, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask some questions.
Yeah. I think the other thing, too, is if you live in the state of comparison, that's where you're going to dig your grave.
Wow, that's a good one. Well, you should have used that for the quote, the ending quote for tonight. Damn, what you've been reading, huh?
No,
Did Roy Choi say that?
No. I wish. I'm gonna send it to him so he can,
Or Gary V.
Gary V. No.
Gary V said it. Yes.
No.
I'm gonna find it.
You can go for it, but don't let yourself fall into the comparison pit and be the place where you end. Like, I'll never be as good as, you know, a lot of these like famous barbers, but I'm okay with that because, you know, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and that's something that, you know, I feel like I'm always going to be a student of the craft. And so I would say if you're coming into this industry, just always be a student. Don't compare yourself to other people's works. You know, if someone's been in the industry as long as you, don't compare yourself to them if they seem to be better. Like, just keep grinding, keep pushing, grind until the wheels fall off.
Question was, how do you stop taking shit personal? I would say if it's a joke, I mean,
just brush it off
as much as you can, but
or hit them back. You know what I'm saying?
Throwing low blows or what?
Fight fire with fire if you need to, but just brush it off if you need to.
I think one of the things for that is that if it's in, how would I say this? Like if someone's saying something rude to you or saying something in a way where they're trying to demean you in front of someone or in their clients or their friends or whatever, then I get it. Like that's different. Mm-hmm. But if you're walking in a barbershop or if you're walking into a salon, I hope it's still the same. It's just banter, right? It's just friendly banter, and it could get carried away sometimes. So there's times where you need to know what buttons not to push.
Yeah, never make it personal. Like if you're having that like barbershop banter, like, oh man, that beer got me. Don't let anything get too personal. And don't fire back personal.
Yeah, because I think moms are as funny as it sounds, but that's kind of like, you know, your mom's not that person that they're talking about or anything like that. So I think it's just not taking it to heart and being able to understand, like, okay, I'm in this environment. You know, you got to fire back, but understanding the difference between demeaning someone and having fun. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, someone said it depends on how you want to take it honestly and the energy that the person gives off with their word or statement. That's perfect. That's basically what we're saying is, you know, depending.
Whoever said that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just barbering. I think that makes a bigger deal. Drink it. Demeaning someone, again, that's different than, you know, banter. Because you'll walk into a shop and you'll hear everyone talking shit, or even the clients, you know, they'll join in and start saying things, and they'll start, you know, getting into the jokes and whatnot. But, you know, I would say when I was in my shop, there was a couple times where they wanted to, you know, get into it, you know, and then the whole day is kind of ruined. No one can talk. It's just music and whatever, you know. But again, it's just understanding the boundaries in that shop. Mm-hmm. So first find the boundaries, and then, you know, because I don't joke on anyone until I really know them. Sometimes.
when I was in Australia for school, we had a what's it called? Like orientation, and the dean of the school, he said it's Australian culture to make fun of you if we like you, and if we don't like you, we make fun of you. So good luck trying to figure out.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So I said that sucks because
I don't really like you.
I know. I stole your chain today too.
Oh man, no, that is kind of good though. That's good. If we like you, we'll make fun of you.
Did you ever like when you were in the shop? Did you ever have clients that like try to get into like the roast and then they just get like annihilated?
Yeah, that happens. We had this guy. His name was. And if you guys have any questions, ask questions away. Y'all drinking or what? We have this thing going on. It's called Moonraker. Moonraker. And we had this guy, and his name's Joe.
Right? Joe Mama.
Yeah, obviously that was the main thing. But we had this guy named Joe, and the jokes that he would try to make, they just didn't make any sense. So at the end of the day, it was always making fun of him, and we would call him Jobin. Do you remember where Jobin's from?
Yeah. That's I love you, man.
I love you, man. So we started calling him Jobin because he would just say random things, and we would call him Jobin.
Oh, dude.
Or like when he would go to sleep in his car, he would straight sleep in his car while everyone was working, and we would like open all the doors. We would shake the door. We'll shake the car, or you know, I'm not saying that we tormented him, but at the same time, it was just like, you know, he was trying to get us at the same time, and we got him better.
Man, some clients come in and they think that they can like hang with, with like, because in the shop that I was in, it's very like, it was very cutthroat. Like,
Yeah.
all the barbers in there were like quick, dude. Like if you weren't quick, like you were gonna get like.
So then why are you so soft?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Dude.
No.
You are.
No.
You don't even cuss.
What does that have to do with being soft?
That's being you're soft, my G.
Why? Because I don't want to cuss.
Oh, I forgot you're from Friendly Hills.
I don't want to put the have us have the. Oh no, you already have it.
What?
The explicit.
Oh yeah, I have it already.
Yeah, because of you foul mouth.
What?
Mother.
Yeah. Say it.
No, yeah. If you're so in the shop I was at, you had to be quick, and so some of the guys would come in. Some of them were actually pretty funny, and like we had a good relationship, but there was some that like you can tell that we like hit them in a soft spot, and then they wouldn't come in, or they'd come in like not the regular time.
They won't come in when everyone's coming in.
Yeah,
and I think that banter and everything. It not only is it good for making jokes, but it's always good to. What were you saying? Like the barter system, right? When your client walks in the door, and homeboy might work at Foot Locker, right?
Yeah.
Homeboy might work at Vans or something like that. So it's just understanding that the connection that you're going to have with that client. And when I'm saying that is that, yeah, you'll have fun or you have that, but you can't be talking shit to the guy that's going to hook you with that 50% discount.
Dude,
you know what I
we
mean?
had this. So at the shop I was at, we had we were in the corner by an alley that went. There was like a path that went to the movies and whatnot. So the parking lot, we'd always see who was coming.
Yeah, and you had the big ass window.
Yeah, and so it was like half the shop was like all windows, and so anytime like whoever was sitting against the wall, they could see out, and so if they ever saw like a girl or something, like they would like, hey, look outside the window, and everyone would like, we would turn our chairs like so the customers could see them, and then we would just like slowly start like rotating back like and following them, and so at one time this girl's walking and someone's like
all loud.
Yeah, they're like, dang, look at that chick, she's fine or whatever, and like, dude, they're like going off, and then the homeboy that sat next to me is like, oh yeah, she's fine, and we're like, yeah, dude, and he was like, oh, that's my lady, and he never came back after that. Like, oh, dude, yeah, so be careful what you say to your customers or around your customers. After that, we adopted the whistle system.
Oh, well, that's even worse. You're like one of those guys back in the days, the paisas, when they see a girl walking down the street. They go, they do that. Oh, man. When they used to do that shit to my cousins or whoever I was around, I'd fucking flip.
Roy hit that low power mode.
So you're one of those guys. I get it. So, and again, anybody that's just joined in, ask questions. I'm sweating. Shit. Yeah, and then, again, never know. I think that happened one time when we were at the shop, and this one kid was talking about how he was being with this other girl or being with a girl or I don't know what he was saying. And the guy that was waiting, I guess that was his niece or that was his, I don't know what it was. And homeboy went in on him, dude. And it was funny at the time, but then after when we thought about it, it's like, dude, that kid could have gotten his ass kicked in front of everyone. I'm going to get off and get back on. Either way. Yeah. So
keep it and post it.
I'm tired of my phone. Hold on. Yeah, dude, all that shit happens. So just always be mindful about what you're saying in the chair.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna they're gonna be soft, and they're not gonna want to come back in, or they're gonna do a Yelp review. They're gonna
Yelp reviews.
Yeah. So going back to those Yelp reviews, but I think going into it, I think that's why guys, and I think it goes into salons too. But I never worked in a salon, so I really don't know. But I think the barber banter is what it's known for.
Yeah.
You know, you can walk in there, you can talk shit, say whatever you want to say, and it kind of stays in there, you know. And your barber's going to say something or whatever and understanding, but you never bring up your client's, whatever he's talking to you about or anything like that. Because I remember one time one dude's like, he walked out the door, his client walked out the door, and the dude turns around, he's like, dude, that fool's cheating on his wife and whatnot. And so his homeboy was right in front of him, you know, and it's just like, all right, you got to be mindful. Wait till everyone walks out the door until you start talking shit, you know? Just wait till you walk out the door, and then you can do that. But it's just always be mindful about that. And taking those punches personal. I get it. Sometimes I get it. It'll piss me off, but I'll remember. And one day I'll get them back for that.
You're vengeful.
Not even that. It's just I'm very witty. I do have a lot of comebacks, and I do have a lot of I talk a lot of shit. But But when someone gets me, and then someone gets me, like, I'll shut up. What am I gonna do? I'm not just gonna try to get them back and sound even more stupid.
I think my favorite thing is Fern has been taking video of you with the straw.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
dude.
he's gone for a week, no service at all,
Nothing.
camping.
The first thing he
First he
posts.
comes back is with a straw meme for you.
So those of you that don't know or don't follow any of us, so I guess Fern, for some reason, it became an environmentalist or something, and he doesn't like me using straws around him. So every time I'm walking around with anything with the straw, he's always posting me, and save the turtles and doing all that stuff. And like you said, he was MIA for a week, and the first thing he posts is a turtle, like something about like let's go clean the beaches or something like that.
I like how he posted that before he posted his award from the Pissed Off Barber.
Oh, that's right. You got the section guard. Did you get that message that they posted?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
He
who else won? I didn't even see. I didn't even pay attention.
I don't know.
You didn't even care.
I don't know who the UK barbers are.
Oh,
It's like Baldy Barbers or something.
they're the ones they they won, or they
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought they were the ones doing it because I know. Did Andrew win anything?
No, he lost to Fern. Don't get me started on Andrew right now.
Why?
Don't just. We'll move on.
All right. Sorry. A little sensitive subject there, buddy. What did he do? Take a picture of you or something?
No, that guy. I can't afford a picture taken by Andrew.
Oh shit. Fuck. Where were we at? Oh, with Fern. I mean, I don't know where we're at right now.
Have you ever experienced like a fight breakout in your shop?
Yeah. I want to say yeah. Not that I remember though. Nothing that comes out to memory. There was one time where I think we were hanging out after hours at the shop at the Boulevard Barbers, and my buddy Sergio was by the register right in front of the door, and all of a sudden he ran out because the front door, it was towards Whittier Boulevard, and everybody was in there playing pool, watching TV or whatever, and I guess he said that someone was writing on the window. So we all ran out, and when we all ran out, they caught two guys, and they just mollywopped them in front, and like right in front of a laundress. And one of my buddies, Ray, grabbed one of them. He's a big tank, my buddy Ray. The guy's like probably like 400 pounds muscle, and just out of it, dude. And he just grabbed one of those guys and just flipped him, just threw him, dude. One arm, one arm, just tossed him. I think that was the last time they wrote on our windows. But yeah, they scribed all over our windows, and
You can't even take that off either.
No, you have to get a new window.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of payback because I used to do that shit when I was younger. So, I mean, I get it. It pissed me off. So now I know how people that we used to do that at their windows would feel. It sucks, but it's karma. But yeah, no. What about you and your shops?
Mm-hmm. Like random fights.
Like just like duking it out, like full on fighting, or just.
So there was a time where the walk-in bench was kind of like empty, and there was one guy waiting, and all four of us I think the shop was full. All six of us were cutting hair, and these two guys walk in, they sit down, they sit kind of close to the guy that's already on the bench, and they start talking, and like they're laughing. It seems like they're having a good conversation.
And then all of a sudden,
one of the guys, he starts like, I guess he's like whispering something to his buddy. And then the guy that was on the bench, he's like, what'd you say? Like, you're making, like, why you stop making fun of my Jeep or something? I don't know, something dumb like that.
Mark.
And he was like, it's like, we're not even talking about you. Like, and so then they kept talking. The two guys were like whispering back and forth to each other, like laughing. And the guy like was assuming that they were like making fun of him. And so he was like, the dude like stood up and he's like, dude, like if you're going to talk about me, like say it to my face, you know? And the guy's like, bro, chill. Like, we're not talking about you. And so, like, it escalated pretty quick. And so, like, we're all just, like, cutting hair, like, laughing.
Don't even stop it.
Yeah, we're just cutting. We're just, like, laughing. And my buddy Todd, he's now the owner of Uptown Barbers. He was like, hey, yo, like, take this outside. Like, don't bring that in here or what, like, something like that. And so they both sit down, and then it jumps off again. So we're like, get out, like go outside, like get that out of here. And so, and our shop is by an alley. And so they were in the alley, dude, just duking it out. Like they fought it got broken up. They come back, waiting back in line, like for their
Nothing
haircuts.
happened?
Yeah, like one of the guys had like a bite mark. I guess he bit him.
Oh, fuck that.
And
that.
the guy like choked him out pretty much.
Bites are horrible, dude.
Yeah, I know you have a bite story.
I'm not going to talk about it, though.
But yeah, so they come back in. We're just like we all stopped cutting hair, like not to break up the fight, but
Just
to watch the fight. Like my buddy ran out there with a Snapchat, like he had Snapchat like recording it. And I was like, oh
man.
shoot! So we were just like, we're laughing, dude. Like what the heck? Like we want to see someone get knocked out, but he got choked out, and the guy that got choked out was biting the other guy.
Oh shit!
And so the guy came out with like we gave him a Band-Aid, and then my buddy was like, here, and he gave them both a shot, and he's like, just relax, like just chill. Yeah, and so they just like after that it was like it was
I hope
fine.
their haircut was better. Right? Fuck that. I wouldn't want to fuck their haircut. But let's just turn around. That guy had mad insecurities though. Remember, don't go in there with your insecurities, because then
you'll get exploded.
Shit's gonna happen, dude. Well, I think that we are pretty much gonna finish this up. I think we've already been a little bit longer than what are we at? 56 minutes. So,
yeah.
Do you have your quote? Well, you know what? Before we do that, big shout out to Roy. He is recording for us today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, going back into that Barber bag, the by appointment only, you can get it through their Instagram or Clipper Depot.
Yeah, say it with confidence.
Clipper. No,
Clipper
I like
Depot.
No, I want to be one of those guys that, you know, on the radio when they're like, this one is in the warranty. You know, like at the end when they don't even know what the hell you're saying. I just
like the prescription people that are like selling the drugs.
You might die. Side effects. You might.
If you suffer from anxiety, depression, and weird thoughts, this might be for you.
Suicidal thoughts, and it's funny because
some side effects may be diarrhea and suicidal thoughts, mild schizophrenia. Be sure to ask your physician.
It's going to give you what you're trying to cure. So if you have anxiety, you know, you want to take this pill and you see this, people are all happy, and then it just tells you if mild side effects are suicidal thoughts, you might die,
death,
cancer, you out of here, or something like that, dude. It's just like fuck. That's what I wait for when I look at those commercials. It's not even what the prescription is for; it's what might happen to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
did you watch Chappelle's stand up?
Of course I did.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where when I first started watching stand-up, I think one of the craziest ones as a kid was the Eddie Murphy Delirious. Because I didn't understand a lot, like cussing, like cussing and all that. Like, I get it. Like, I used to cuss as a kid, like, just to, like, fuck you, like, you know, to people, whatever, either way, as a little kid. And like that. But then these guys were talk like, motherfucker this and whatever it was. And it was cool because it kind of showed the sense of humor, you know, and I think the Dave Chappelle thing was pretty cool because he just kind of said what he wanted to say, and which was dope. The beginning of it with the Anthony Bourdain or whatever.
Oh, bro, that hit me, and I was like, oh, what? Like, but the joke that led up to it was
he's a genius.
Yeah,
dude. He's a genius. The way he led into all his stories, the Macaulay Culkin thing, no. He's like, but if I was, dude, that shit's funny. I watched it twice. I watched it once, and then I watched it with my wife. My wife didn't really like it though. It's a little too much, like the R. Kelly thing.
The R. Kelly, that was funny though, because the R. Kelly, he was like, I can't stress this enough. Like, I don't know him.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. We can't say what he says, but that shit was funny. It was hilarious. I think the killing, like the kids going to school and killing the kids, and or like killing the people and whatnot. It's like
skip school.
Yeah, like, just trying. You ever think about just skipping school? That was funny, dude. I skipped school a lot, so I mean, I don't know.
He had the homie that was a hood genius that ended up working at Foot Locker.
He was wearing the whole referee thing.
It never occurred to him to kill himself.
Yeah, man, that sucks. I mean,
that I was listening to.
You gotta. I mean, I don't want to say that it's funny. I would just say that sometimes you just have to laugh at some certain things. And
Jerry Seinfeld talks about that. He was talking about like comedians, like if they hear someone dies, the first thing that comes to their mind is like a joke.
Yeah.
And it's true. Like,
I was getting tired. What did he say? I was tired of him anyways, or something like that. He said something, yeah, with Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't watched that, watch it. I think it's, what is it?
Comedians in cars
Getting coffee or something like that.
Great
it's really
show.
good. Jerry Seinfeld's good, dude.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset at like Chappelle's thing, but it proves his point of the cancel culture.
Yeah.
And so I think we should like cancel culture a lot of these barbers.
You think that we can make that a thing? Just cancel
Like
barbers?
I'm gonna go look up like people that have like 100 and something thousand followers, and I'm gonna look in their back. This barber,
and just go all the way to the back.
Yeah,
and just be like,
he tweeted in 2001.
What did he say? He was four tweets from being a perfect person. Whatever he said. Oh, it turned off.
Yeah.
Either way, we already said we were gonna turn it off.
Kevin Hart's he was 4 tweets away from. Yeah, that was good though. I would love to have a comedian on the show. Let us know their thoughts.
I don't know any comedians. You know any comedians?
I know a couple, but they're kind of weird.
I mean, isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Aren't they all weird?
Yeah, very weird.
So let's end this.
Yeah.
Let's. Do you want another quote? Or I think you already used up your quote. What was? No, you don't even remember what you said, huh?
Don't live in comparison, because that's where you'll dig your grave.
There it is.
Something like that.
All right. Well, thanks for everyone for listening.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Clipper Depot
again. And
thank you.
Make sure once you guys what is that?
Oh, if you live in the state of comparison, that is where you dig your grave. Woo. If I die, that's on my tombstone. And then on my grave, I want you to put comparison.
Quick question. Remember at the school, if you never mind, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Ask me.
No.
Ask. Come on, you can't. It's already on record.
If you were to die and you were to be cooked into your favorite meal, what would it be?
Asada fries.
You didn't even think about that.
Yeah, what's up?
I think pizza for me.
The pineapple?
No pineapple.
You're kind of sweet. You're sweet and soft, bro.
Hey, how do you hold that clipper, the Babylist again?
Oh, my God.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Make sure you follow on Spotify. What is it? iTunes, YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah.
Make sure you leave us a comment. Hit us with that 5 stars. And share us whenever we post anything. And
shout out to Tanya and her husband for this beer.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
And if you guys have any other questions that you would like, or topics that you would like for us to hit, no matter what they are, if they're controversial or not, Zach,
I'm always down for controversy.
Yeah, and let's try to get Zach to cuss here.
Ain't gonna happen.
All right, peace.
Peace. Side effects may cause death.